your host, Andrew Romanella.
When you play Battle in Mario Kart and you don't turn off any of the items, there are bananas everywhere. I mean, it's like you're losing your balloons because you're slipping on bananas left and right. Bananas everywhere. What's going on, everybody? Welcome into another edition of The Rome Show here on 12ouncesports.com. We broadcast live on YouTube, X, Roku, and Fire TV. I'm your host, Andrew Romanella. I got you for the next 25 and change, and we got a lot to talk about on this Monday morning, trying to start your week right, the final week in the month of March. I know it is freaking wild how quickly the months are going. I felt like I was just doing a show the other day about those weird days between Christmas and New Year's, that week after Christmas before the New Year starts, that you don't really know what to do with yourself. I feel like that was just yesterday. And now here we are about to talk about Major League Baseball season starting this Thursday. We are in the Sweet 16 of the NCAA men's tournament. We are about to enter the Sweet 16 of the NCAA women's tournament. And there are about 2 to 2.5 weeks left of the National Basketball Association and the NHL. So it is a busy time in the sports world. We don't have time to think about Christmas because we have a lot to look forward to. I am Andrew Romanella telling you, if you want to get in on the action here, you got to comment on YouTube or X. Super simple, youtube.com/12OZ Sports or x.com/12OZ Sports. And you can go comment and we get the comments live on the show. That's like our version of calling in. Okay. So we want the people to call into the show by typing into YouTube or X. You could also follow The Rome Show. It's The Rome Show 1, bottom of your screen, on Facebook, TikTok, X, Instagram, or wherever you get your social media handles. By the way, we talked about that Christmas epi. If you were wondering what it sounded like, or you're like, yo, that actually sounds like a pretty good episode, I'd really like to go listen to that episode, no matter what time period of life you're in. Just find the Rome Show podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. I'm going to pop on that good sports music, and we are going to take you through the first 2 rounds of the NCAA men's tournament. Here it is. First and foremost, for the first time since 2017, there are 0 wins coming from seeds 13 through 16. Yeah, you heard that correctly. Okay. Not one seed higher than 12 won a game in this NCAA tournament. And as we head to the round of 16, the highest ranked seed remaining is number 10, Arkansas. Okay, so for what people have seen in the last few years, this NCAA tournament is not shaping out the way they have in previous years. You know what that tells me? Next year, plan for an insane amount of upsets. So we enter the Sweet 16. It starts this Friday. Some news and some notes. First and foremost, UConn. Their three-peat hopes have ended. They lost to Florida last night, 77-75. We'll build off that region. That's the West region. Florida will take on Maryland, who won last night on this buzzer beater. Check this out right here from Maryland. Let me get to it for you. 3.6 seconds on the clock. They call a timeout. Inbounds. Derek Queen off the glass, buckets. Maryland beats number 12 Colorado State. And so now they have the opportunity for a dance against number 1 Florida. That is on March 27th. To finish up that region, you had the number 2 Johnnies getting defeated by John Calipari's Arkansas Razorbacks. John Calipari has the highest seeded team remaining at number 10. They're now facing off against Texas Tech, who ended what could have possibly been a Cinderella run a lot of people thought could happen by beating Drake in the round of 32, 77-64. So you have a number 10 Arkansas versus a number 3 Texas Tech facing off. The winner of that faces off the winner of number 1 Florida versus winner of number 4 Maryland. Speak your words, Andrew. Speak your words. In the South region, Auburn, they pretty much didn't get battle tested that much. 2 quick victories. They now take on Michigan, the 5 seed, who had a furious comeback against Texas A&M in the last 13 minutes of that game. Michigan outscored Texas A&M 41-13. And now Michigan, who last year finished the season at like 8-24, is now in the Sweet 16. That, ladies and gentlemen, right there will tell you everything you need to know about today's college athletics, what the NIL will do for you and what the transfer portal will do for you. You can be an 8-24 Big Ten basketball team that in a single year can retool to be good enough to possibly make a run at a national championship. That's the difference. That's the free agency effect on college athletics. The winner of that game gets the winner of number 6 Ole Miss against number 2 Michigan State. Ole Miss played really well against Iowa State in the round of 32, never really letting the Hawkeyes get up for air. Now they take on Sparty and Michigan State, who could be one of the best teams in the country. And though a 2 seed, slightly underrated, Tom Izzo's bunch plays really good all sides of the basketball: defense, offense, sharing the ball, rebounds. It's a very complete basketball team. So that'll be a fun matchup there in the Western region. 2 regions remain. One, the East region, led by the Duke Blue Devils, who are just slaughtering teams. They beat Baylor 89-66. I think, and I picked Duke to win this entire thing, I think Duke has one of the best rosters, top to bottom, we have seen in a minute. And it's a tough year because Houston's that good, Auburn's that good, Florida's that good. We just talked about Michigan State. There's some others mixing in here. There's obviously no guarantees, but if this talented group of Dukies does not win a national championship, it is a very big bummer. You know, often, right, you're a great team, you're expecting championship, but in a type of tournament like this, in a season, the length, how long it takes in college basketball, if you make a Final Four, that's a really awesome thing. But this Duke team is so good. Like, I don't know if John Shire will be able to assemble another team like this in the history of his time there. This team is so good. So we'll see. They now have to face a really good Arizona team, but Arizona's had to battle themselves to get here. Tough victory, 87-83 against Oregon. They'll play the winner of BYU and Alabama. BYU squeaked it out against Wisconsin, 91-89. Alabama, they put the clamps down on St. Mary's in the last 5 minutes of that game last night, so they move on. And then that BYU-Alabama winner plays the winner of Duke-Arizona. Finally, in the Midwest region, number 1 Houston, they'll play number 4 Purdue. This is the only region in the bracket that has the 1, 2, 3, and 4 seeds remaining. All 4 number 1 seeds do remain in the tournament, okay? And to finish off your bracket as we get you ready for the Sweet 16, we'll have more time to talk about it getting ready for Friday. Purdue put an end to McNeese State and the manager, Mr. Ori. However, again, another example of the world we are living in. The manager from McNeese State, and if you haven't seen these videos, go check it out. It's the guy, he wears the strapped boombox around his neck. He walks the McNeese State team out through the tunnel. They sing, they dance. It's awesome. Guy's a vibe. And he now has been offered up to 135 NIL deals. This dude is like sponsored by Under Armour, like Chick-fil-A. And the head coach at McNeese State is now taking the job at NC State and brought the manager with him. Okay? We are living in a world now, right? Not just because of social media, but also because of NIL. In college sports, you can make millions if you can just get one moment of time of fame. One moment. Heck, if you're the 10th or 12th man on a roster, you're probably making better money than half the working Americans. I'm not saying that this is a problem because I'm all about the people getting their money. But at the same time, it is a messed up world we're living in. When we are now funding and giving, or let's put it this way, 18 to 23-year-olds are now making more money than most people could dream of in their entire life. Is that a good thing? Right? Do they deserve money? Sure they do. They are essentially why the SEC network's a thing, Big Ten network's a thing, why ESPN is continued to grow. College sports, college athletes in general have done that. But do we want to live in a world where we got a manager from McNeese State, no disrespect, glad the guy took the managerial job, I'm glad he strapped the thing around his neck, but don't we think that's a little asinine? Just a little bit? That's just me. Obviously, I wish I lived in this world. I'd be taking advantage of this hand over foot. Are you kidding me? I'd be all over this. It is a scary proposition to think that we are trending in a place where majority of 18 to 23-year-olds in college athletics are making no less than $500,000 a year. That is wild to me. And I don't believe every one of those people deserves it. Okay, but the way NIL works is it don't matter if you're on a college roster and you have social media following, you have a brand that a business sees beneficial, you can make the money and good. But now we are getting to a point where kids are making 2.3.4 point something million dollars before they've really even put a uniform on. And there are worlds where these kids aren't as good as the Cooper Flag, who actually comes through and is as good as advertised. There are worlds, and if that guy, I could go into it for hours, but that McNeese State manager, that story, that is the depiction of what's gone on now in college athletics. So if you are anyone in college right now, anyone, what you should do is you should try and find yourself on a Division I basketball or Division I football staff. Can you become a manager? Can you do something? And if you get one clip on social media, that your life is changed. Okay? I knew the FDU SID from a few years ago. He's now the assistant athletic director at Omaha at like 24 years old because he was doing a banging job as an undergraduate, as an SID at FDU, and then got to March Madness. FDU makes the upset. He's all over the screen and bang, 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 bang. Now, and the kid's career is taking off. And it was going to take off. But how quickly that one opportunity, what do they call it? The 10 minutes of fame? Right, bang. And you got to take advantage of it. And if you are a college athlete right now, better yet, a college student associated with college athletics, man, there is money you can make hand over foot. Unless you're the head coach of a not Power 5 college program. That's what I've learned. The coaches, they make the least in this. Unless you are a Power 5 football or basketball or major sport coach, the coaches mean the least to the schools in these scenarios. It is a wild world, and it's a wild NCAA tournament we are having happen right now. The women's tournament also going on. The highest seed left in that tournament, as well as a 10 seed in South Dakota State. All right. South Dakota State played some really good ball to upset Oklahoma State 74-68. Now they'll take on UConn. UConn won in their first game 103-34. Yeah, you heard that correctly. 103-34. Haley Van Lith, she helps TCU defeat her former school, Louisville, 85-70 to get TCU into the round of 16. In region number 3 in Birmingham, we have seeds 1, 2, 3, and 4 advancing. Okay. 1, 2, 3-5 because Tennessee defeated Ohio State last night with a big second half. We have some games to be determined tonight as well. So the Sweet 16 will be finalized by the time this evening happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hit a commercial break and come back with our top plays of the weekend and then get you ready for what's going on in the National Basketball Association and what's going on in Major League Baseball. You know, mark it on your calendar, humans. Major League Baseball starts this Thursday. And I know it's a marathon, and I know there's 162 games, and I know at some point in time we get tired of it. Listen, personally, I think that's every sport. But baseball, they don't help themselves. But there's nothing like opening day. There's nothing like the feeling of a brand new baseball season. Everybody's 0-0. The ballpark's packed. There's all the pleasantries before the game. There's nothing like opening day baseball. Man, if Major League Baseball could harness that feeling on day number one the whole year, whoo, what a sport it would be. What a show this has been. Hopefully you're enjoying it here on Monday, March 24th. We're back after this commercial break. It's the Rome Show, 12-ounce sports. It's Andrew. It's you. Now it's commercials. Stay with us.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money, and we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12-ounce sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12-ounce sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
It's the Rome Show!
Yeah, it's the Rome Show. 12ouncesports.com. YouTube, X, Fire TV, Roku TV. Follow the social media, the Rome Show 1, X, Facebook, TikTok, Insta. We got it all. Pretty legit radio station we got running over here. Fire me up. When you go to 12ouncesports.com, it's super simple. You just type in the website and bang, there's our schedule. There's our streams. We got a lot to offer. Pro sports, college sports, multiple different sports shows, betting shows, all the things the people are looking for. We have 12ouncesports.com. Just become a follower everywhere, and then your life is easier. Play that music. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your top plays of the weekend as decided on by me, okay? As decided on by me. We want to start with Houston's victory over Gonzaga. Check this out, okay? Gonzaga trying to make a play. Khalif Battle has it here now. Heads to the corner, doesn't know what to do, almost loses it. 3 Houston players blocked. Opportunity for a game-tying 3. Houston vacates one of the other players on Gonzaga, says, now let's get this Khalif Battle guy. They did just that, and that's how Houston moves on to the Sweet 16. Great defense to start the top plays of the weekend. Oh my gosh, almost forgot about my favorite part. Numero cuatro. Here you got Haley Van Lith, also medal winner at the 3-on-3 in the Olympics this summer. Coast to coast off the rebound. Watch the footwork and one. Against her former team, had something to prove. Watch this. Ooh. Right to left, up with the left and one. Kaylee Van Lith, your fourth best play of the weekend. I love defense, as you can tell, and I really love defense to offense. Let's move on. 3. Oh, yeah, here we go. I know I love a game winner, and it might not be at the buzzer, but right here, you have Tamira Poindexter with the clutch 3 for K-State with under a minute remaining. And then watch this miss by Kentucky. Oh, man. And Poindexter's late 3 for K-State sends K-State women's basketball to the Sweet 16 for the first time in 23 years. Wow. What a big shot there for Tamira Poindexter, your number 3 play of the weekend. Now, let me preface this next one by saying it's not 1, it's 2. Okay, and we love goaltending on this show. So I got 2 goalies for you in the National Hockey League. We couldn't make it all basketball. Come on now. First, Christian Yari for the Bruins against the Penguins, against the Panthers. Check these 3 saves out. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Wow. Watch this. Check this angle out. Left pad 1. Left pad 2. Oh, glove save 3. The opportunity was there. But wait, hold on. Joseph Wall says, why don't you just hold my pads really quickly? Check this kick save. Oh, my God. How does he stretch like that? Watch this. Oh, my God. What a save. This angle is even better for you. Your number 2. That is right, your number 2 play of the weekend. But number 1 comes from the late night, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't stay up for this one, you missed it. But I'm here for you because if you were thinking this March Madness men's tournament wasn't giving you enough pizzazz, well, last night Maryland gave you that pizzazz, and it is our number 1. Oh, no. First, we go to them giving up the lead. Here it is. Colorado State, 8 seconds on the clock. 3, bang. Oh, man, Maryland's down by 1. Get it across the half court. Call timeout. We need a play for 2. Here it is. Inbounds. Derek McQueen to the basket. Left. Off the glass. Good. And Maryland advances to the Sweet 16. Oh, man, Derek Queen with the bucket. The people go wild. Clutch when clutch needs it. Oh, man, shades of Michael Jordan back in the day. Your number 1 play of the weekend, Derek Queen. Congrats to him. Congrats to Maryland. It is always fun for me in the NCAA tournament. Those are your weekend top plays as chosen by me. You can like them. You cannot like them. Don't matter. I'm going to keep choosing them. We do it every single Monday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's finish this thing off real quick, okay? Just some news and some notes from the National Basketball Association and the MLB, and we can leave you alone. First, we start in Major League Baseball, and I just wanted the people to know it starts on Thursday. I said it before, okay? But it's one of those weird things where it sneaks up on you, all right? Major League Baseball season sneaks up on you. And so what we're going to do on Wednesday and Thursday is we are going to get you ready for the season. So Tuesday is always designated as Hockey with Rocky Day. Well, for the most part, unless he needs a quick off day and he shifts it to Wednesday. But Tuesday's Hockey with Rocky. So we'll preserve the National Hockey League for Tuesday. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, we will spend the time getting you ready for Major League Baseball season. If you're a fantasy baseball player, or you're somebody who just likes to put bananas down, or you're somebody that just wants to know what's about to happen over this next 5 months and 162 games, Rome Show wants to get you ready. Then Friday, we will get you right for the Sweet 16, which will happen all weekend in NCAA men's and women's basketball. to finish today, just wanted to let everybody know the National Basketball Association is a lot of fun. I say this like once a week. When I give you an NBA update, I tell you once a week that it is an awesome time. Right now, the betting favorite to win the NBA championship is the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're really good. Okay, they've won 6 in a row. They've won 9 of their last 10. They are 59-12. I think the most impressive statistic is their differential at 12-9, and they are 20 plus games over 500 on the road. That plays when it comes to the postseason. A few battles to be won when it comes to the play-in tournament or not the play-in tournament. The fun thing about the Western Conference is you're going to get a lot of players' names that you know. In the 6th seed Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry and Draymond Green. The Minnesota Timberwolves got Anthony Edwards out there, phenomenal player. The Clippers led by James Harden. Then you have the Kings. Then you have the Suns down there led by Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. So some of the game's best are fighting just to scrap and claw into the postseason on the Western Conference side, and it's been a lot of fun basketball to watch. If you're somebody that doesn't enjoy regular season basketball, I would urge you to try and watch at least the last 2 weeks, because now you've entered its postseason time. Now you've entered, we got to switch the mindset here, because in 2 weeks we'll be tipping off the basketball for our championship hopes, or we'll be going home, because we haven't made this run that we need to make. So, basketball, fun, check it out. I'm enjoying it. I'm urging you to watch and enjoy the same. Ooh. Oh, yeah, it could be considered a hot take, sure.
Ba 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 na na ba ba.
Bananas. We're 73-59. We're going to make this quick so the people can get out of here. 73-59. I think we're playing some pretty good bananas, but that's just me. Tonight, I want San Diego State, South Dakota State at plus 27.5 against UConn. I don't think they'll win. I just think that they'll probably cover that 27.5. And then I want UNC women's on the money line against West Virginia. They're underdogs at minus 1.5. Those are my daily bananas. We are 14 games over 500, so get on board. Get on board. We're doing a really good job. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you tune back in tomorrow. Kai, the goalie, urging the Gators to get him a championship. It's looking good, Kai. We'll talk about it more as the week goes on. Andrew Romanella, you have an electric Monday. Then it leads you to an electric week. Don't be negative. Be positive. Spread love. Okay, I'll see you later. Peace.
Thank you for listening.